Just today, the New York Times reports that Pentagon auditors, that is, auditors in the Department of Defense, analyzing $8 billion of expenditures in Iraq, have concluded that they can't account for how they were used and whether the contractors have actually delivered. The General Accounting Office, now called the Government Accountability Office, declares every year that the Pentagon budget is unauditable. I think a lot of Americans know what that means. That means that $700 billion this year, over 50% of the federal government's operating expenditures, cannot be subjected to normal accounting accountability. Again and again, they don't know where the money is. The first $9 billion spent after the illegal invasion in Iraq, Bush couldn't even account for it. What has happened, of course, is that George W. Bush is engaged in contracting out the U.S. government to corporations. The consequence of that is the taxpayers pay more. The money is not accountable. The corporations are not accountable to the American people. There's a lot of proprietary secrecy. And yet, more and more of public functions are being contracted out to profiteering corporations, many times not even delivering on their contractual obligations at the minimal level. We have on our website, votenader.org, issues that are on the table for the Nader Gonzalez ticket, but are off the table for McCain, Obama, and Clinton, whom we appropriately and accurately call the corporate candidates. The bloated, wasteful military budget gives us a wasteful defense. A wasteful defense is a weak defense. A weak defense generates more waste to make up for it. This is a severe disrespect of the American taxpayers. Taxpayer money should be considered a sacred trust, to be used only for public purposes, not for corporate profit, and to be used prudently, efficiently, and effectively. It has reached a point where one cannot satire satire. The Government Accountability Office has just released a report where the contractors are now inside the government, the corporate contractors, and the function of contract specialists in the U.S. Army is being put out for contract. So here you have the corporations in the government, they are our government, and they are contracting taxpayer dollars to their buddies in the corporate world. The second category of mismanagement is the huge deficit spending. I don't know of any other president in a time of hostilities who has financed the war on the back